Whoa, get that mess out of there. Okay.
Number 5.
Our number 5 pick is Lantern. It's got one of our favorite type combinations, and it's got a kick-ass ability. It just really made us wonder why it just doesn't work on the field.
Here's the thing with Lantern. I have, ever since Gold and Silver, I have always, always, always loved the water-electric combination. I love any time where you could take a type and then mix it with the type that it is super, like, really weak to, and then just
Yes.
kind of blend them together. I love that. But Lantern just has never been any good. He's adorable, but that's not helping us here.
Well, the thing about Lantern is it's ingenious. You know, somebody was like, okay, we got to make a water electric because that would just be awesome. So what's it going to be? And
Make
you
an
know,
anglerfish.
anglerfish. It makes sense that it would be water electric. It's awesome, and Lantern deserves better, frankly, for being so awesome.
He's got great HP, so if he's lucky, he should take a hit, but often he just doesn't.
Poor Lantern.
Lantern completely, and also great ability, fantastic ability.
Yeah, Volt Absorb.
Doesn't really get to use it.
It's also a great one to throw it's like, oh, it's a water type, it may be electric, but it'll still do some stuff. It's Volt Absorb.
Yep.
Just like that.
Number 4.
Our number 4 pick is a Pokemon that I have felt has needed to evolve from the beginning, and that is Pinsir. Pinsir was the opposite of Scyther. You know, you could find him in one game, but you couldn't get him in the other. Blah 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 blah. They kind of went hand in hand. They were really hard to find, and when Gold and Silver came around, Scyther evolved, and Pinsir didn't. And I felt like that was kind of wrong because even back then, Scyther was usable, and even to this day, you could use Scyther without ever evolving him into Scizor, and he's still a viable threat. You know.
You could, no one does, but
Well, right. Nobody.
Well, there are reasons why you would do that. It's faster, for one thing.
mhm.
But yeah, I mean, no, I completely agree. Pinsir kind of got jacked. He kind of he got the shaft, you know. His rival got to evolve, and he didn't. And that's kind of an injustice.
Pinsir is perfectly fine, like how he is now. He's got really good attack and really good defense, but at the same time, Scyther. I mean, you can't have one evolve and then not have the other. I mean, I just don't get it. I don't know if I would want Pinsir to evolve into a part steel type, though. What do you guys think about how Pinsir should evolve?
No, that would be like it's just copying Scyther.
Well, he could be a bug slash something else,
hmm Well, I remember
or
when
just straight bug, you know.
I remember when Heracross was revealed, everyone thought it was going to be an evolution of Heracross, or of Pinsir, excuse me.
Well, Heracross just does it so much better.
Well, it's also fighting type.
It's also not on this list.
Yeah, because Heracross is rape as is.
Heracross is fantastic. He does not need to evolve. No one.
But
no
Pinsir
one
does.
said Heracross.
If any bug needs to
We are
evolve,
picking
it's
this
Pinsir. Because he looks cool, he is cool, and screw Scyther.
Number 3.
Our number 3 is Torkoal from 3rd Gen. I really happen to like Torkoal. I think he's cool. I think a turtle with a volcano on his back is kind of awesome. But there's no reason for that he hasn't evolved already. I mean, they gave him this phenomenal, fantastic defense stat and zero else. He is absolute garbage minus his defense stat. And it's just kind of not right. It's just mean to Torkoal, and I think that he could do much better than that. And what I want to happen, I know this is kind of wishful thinking on my part, but I want him to evolve into a fire slash water type. And
I would have said that if you didn't, because he's actually a fantastic candidate.
Well, instead of a volcano on his back, he could have a sea vent, which is an underwater volcano.
Or it could still be a volcano.
Well, okay, yeah, I just think that would be really awesome, and he definitely needs a boost because his stats are so bad, except for his defense, and it's just mean.
He's also the only Pokemon with a white smoke ability. I mean, it does the same thing as like Clear Body, but it's like they gave him something unique, and then they just left him there.
3rd Gen was quite good at that. That's going back to like my whole thing with Lantern. Like Torkoal, like if he evolved into a part water type, eliminate a whole weakness. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That would make Torkoal absolutely amazing. I would call him Turtoil.
I would call him Torvent, but that's just me.
I would call him number 3.
Number 2.
Okay, our number 2 pick is absolutely, without a question, Jinx. We've always kind of regarded Jinx to be the sort of like sister to Electabuzz and Magmar since Generation 1. They were the ones that had the signature element punches. Jinx had Ice Punch, and Electric Punch, or Thunder Punch, excuse me. And then Gen 2 came around, all 3 of them got preforms, and they stayed together like a family. Gen 4 came around, Electabuzz gets Electivire, Magmar gets Magmortar, and Jinx just gets the freaking shaft.
Yeah.
The cold shoulder.
It's sad because they developed, the 3 of them developed as Pokemon together, and in 4th gen I feel like they just completely forgot about Jinx. They were just like,
And we're
piss
not
off.
just saying that because of the punches, I mean, and because they got preforms all together, they're also numbered right F1, 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
And if in
Jinx is, oh my gosh, where are they?
in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, there's a trainer that you fight near Pallet Town who has all 3 of them, just further pounding it into your skull that these 3 go together, you know. And Jinx is a good Pokemon. I think Jinx is usable as she is now, but there's no excuse.
Sure.
Absolutely no
Yeah.
excuse, because so is Electabuzz.
Even if you just
and
make every stat just 5 more, Jinx needs something.
It's not even that she needs the stat boost so much. She just, you know, she just got ripped off. She needs justice, is what she needs.
Justice.
Justice.
Here comes justice.
All right.
Here comes.
No, I just asked for a glass with just ice.
All right. And the only reason Jinx was not number 1 on our list was because, unlike our number 1, Jinx was actually usable in battle.
Number 1.
Number 1 is who else but Farfetch'd. Yeah, Farfetch'd. For the longest time, he's been one of the coolest flying types in the game. He was so hard to find for no reason. Like, in every game, I think you could only get him through trade, right?
Well, in the
Yeah, I
first,
think
in
so.
Red and Blue, he was in-game trade only, yeah.
And then, like, even later on in the games, he became harder and harder and harder to find. But he's so terrible. He's like one of the worst Pokemon in the game, and it's been consistent to this day, 4 gens in, and he's still so bad.
They haven't given him any concessions at all. I mean, even like learning new moves, he even got his own unique item, which is the single thing that made Marowak awesome. And his own unique item couldn't even help him. He's still awful. And it's just not fair. I really like Farfetch'd. I think he's adorable. I think he's cool, and I genuinely like him. And it's just, you know, he got nothing.
He's so bad. His stats are like base 50 all around. He's just a single form Pokemon. Doesn't do jack. You can never find him. His own item doesn't give him anything to work with. I mean, there's so many other flying normal types that do it better, and I just feel bad for him because
Every flying normal type does it better.
he's so cool. Like in the episodes when he was in it, it was like Farfetch'd. It was the greatest. I think Farfetch'd needs to evolve into our first fighting flying type and just beat people upside the head with that elite. I don't know what any of you people think, but that's how I feel.
I'm totally down with that.
That would be.
And he's got to be called Bizarre. With like an apostrophe.
It'd be like a ninja duck, like wow.
B apostrophe Z-A-R-R-E.
Yeah, exactly.
Bizarre. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
But yeah, he just needs it more than anybody else. He's been treated unfairly for years.
And now friggin' Luvdisc is getting an evolution. Luvdisc, who has about as terrible of stats as Farfetch'd, and yet here Farfetch'd is from Generation 1. And we're in the 5th gen now. Come on, guys. Come on. What are you doing to Farfetch'd? Did he do
They're
something
very
to piss you
adamant
off?
about this.
What did Farfetch'd do to you, Nintendo? Like, Farfetch'd.
I'm pretty sure that I would put just about any other fully evolved Pokemon on my team before I would put Farfetch'd on there.
Even
Like I would
Even
put like
Seeking?
I would put like a Seaking or like a Luminion or you know, Girafarig or Quillfish.
Oh. Or a
Not that-
Torkoal.
Not that Girafarig is terrible, but Farfetch'd is just so bad.
Put a
Oh, well.
Cricketune on my team before.
Yeah, I would use. Well, okay, I can't say that.
But of course, this was the unfortunate thing about collab lists is that each one of us kind of has some Pokemon we wanted it to put on, but we're not going to elaborate on them. But we just kind of want to interject.
Some honorable mentions, if you will.
Yeah.
What did you want to see, Kyle? Because you were the most adamant about not getting this one on.
Definitely Pokemon that I would love to see evolve are, to some extent, Dunsparce, just because I really just couldn't see Dunsparce evolving. The Pokemon that I would love to see evolve is Xatu.
Xatu. Ooh, boy.
Come on, I like Xatu.
Like Xatu.
I like Xatu a lot too.
He's not a terrible Pokemon. Not like some of these, like Sableye or Farfetch'd.
Anyway, go ahead, Matt.
What I wanted to see evolve that nobody else on Earth agrees with is Altaria, because I really like Altaria. Altaria was one of my favorite Pokemon in Gen 3. I used one throughout all of Sapphire, and she was just one of my favorites. She was just really cool to use, really cool to look at, and a cool typing. I mean, Dragon is always cool. But unfortunately, it was a typing we'd seen before, and Altaria just kind of stopped. She evolved from Swablu and then nothing. Her stats aren't that great. Dragonite does it better. Everything else does it better. I just want Altaria to be more useful so that I could use one. And not get laughed at by people because I can't get a move in. It's I have an Altaria with Outrage and I can't do anything with it. What a joke. Alright, Ricky.
Right on. So, you know how in 3rd Gen we had Ralts, who was sometimes male, and that was fine, because it looked kind of ambiguous. But then it evolved into Kirlia, which was clearly female, and then it evolved
And
into
Gardevoir.
Gardevoir, which was clearly more female than that, but you could still have male Gardevoir running around. Remember how that was a little bit weird? Well, they fixed that in 4th Gen by inventing Gallade, so that you can have male Gardevoir and not feel wrong about
I
it.
feel dirty.
But they made a bigger problem in 4th Gen. Male Baniri are fine. They are totally adorable. But male Lopunny should not exist. Lopunny, period, should not exist because Lopunny is so hot and yet so animal at the same time. It's confusing. It's boner
I feel
confusion,
dirty
you guys.
listening to you call it hot. That's just how...
It's boner confusion. It's intent to confuse boners. And if they make a male,
Wow, this video took a turn.
if they make a male Lopunny, it would at least ease some of that a little bit. So that's my pick.
I made a point when I was raising my Lopunny that I also never used. I made a point to make sure that it was a girl. Because male Lopunny should not exist. And I totally agree.
I think Matt also would love to see a Tropius evolution, right?
I would love to see Tropius evolve, just because Tropius is fun. He's a Brachiosaurus.
And
Hey, with bananas
I
on
think we
his
can all
neck.
agree with this. Let's stop making new stones because we have this huge collection of stones that are perfectly viable to use when you make new Pokemon that evolve.
I totally agree, but I think
I
we're
think we can agree that this video is over.
yeah.
Goodbye,
See
everybody.
you next time, folks. Hopefully with some Donkey Kong, and if not Donkey Kong, something that isn't Mega Man.
Some
See you next time.